Hi, this is Gorgone and Miah, and we are about to have a little tying session. And before we play together, we wanted to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing and how we feel today, and like pre-rope negotiations, standard procedure. But we wanted to do this on camera to share with you this process. And this is not a class. We're not trying to teach you anything, just kind of giving you a peek into also this part of the tying experience. So, yeah. I guess the first thing that I would ask you is how you feel. And yeah, like how do you feel right now before we start tying together?
I feel quite okay. I'm a little bit nervous, I have to admit. But it's good. And, yeah.
May I ask what you're nervous about?
I think I haven't had a session in a setting like this, so it's kind of a new thing for me. I tied before in classes as a model, but not in a setting like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I understand how you feel. I also feel a little bit nervous. I think this is a very impersonal setup. This is not very natural. It's not very spontaneous. Like, we had to be here right now today to do this at this moment. So, of course, if we really don't feel like it, we don't have to do it.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit this, like it's a bit of an impersonal setup. So I understand what you mean. I hope that we can connect anyways with each other. Maybe it will take us a little bit of time. But yeah. Is there like something in particular that you would be in the mood for? I mean, we've discussed in advance a little bit what we're going to do, like the tie that we will do. But what mood would you enjoy for this tie?
I think kind of a relaxed type mood at the beginning at least. And then we can see where it goes, I think. It's hard to explain it like right now, because right now I would like to have a relaxed mood, but this can probably also change.
So I can tell you the mood that I would be in. I also feel pretty tired, physically and emotionally, because this is the end of our shooting day. So I definitely agree with you to start with something quite soft, maybe something more like sensual and floaty that will create like feelings more of like yummy kind of ropes, right? Like just moving around a little bit, try to connect with each other, and maybe do some simple floor-based like partial suspension. And then I guess maybe if we both feel a bit an adrenaline kick and we get into it, maybe I can offer you a little bit more intense sensations, and then I'll try to see if this fits you. So what kind of body language can I look for? Like if I start teasing you a little bit more, maybe, giving a bit more painful sensations or challenging sensations, what sort of reaction am I going to see from you if it feels good and you're up for it? Or if you're like, no, I want you to keep it quite relaxed?
I think from just the body language perspective is like if you, for example, touch something and you feel resistance, usually that's like, oh no, I don't want to go there. If you don't feel resistance, then you can go there. I process pain with laughter.
Okay.
So that's always a good sign. If I am laughing, it's like, okay, and you can go on. If I really feel uncomfortable, I will tell you verbally. Or if I don't want to go somewhere because, I have this knee injury, for example, and there is like a little bit immobility. So I will tell you things like this directly because I'm not without words, just verbal. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, if something doesn't really feel good, you're just going to tell me.
Yeah.
And if things feel good, you will just react.
Yeah.
Either quietly or laughing if you're in pain. So basically nonverbal cues, you're good, except resistance.
Yeah.
And verbal cues, you need something to be adjusted or something to stop.
I will tell you. And also you can ask me at any point. It won't interact with my, like, I prefer that you ask me directly verbally if you are not safe for yourself, rather than just like looking around, because then I feel your insecurity in
So
a
if
way.
I feel insecure about something, you also prefer that I just talk to
Yeah.
you, that I don't like pretend everything is okay
Yeah.
and try to fix it. Okay,
Yeah.
that works well for me. I like
Yeah.
it too. So this is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because then
definitely. With your leg, for example, so your knee injury, we've talked about it a few times when we practiced before this shooting. And I really noticed that as soon as I start moving your body around, sometimes I lose track of which one it is. So I'm really happy to know that you'll just remind me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to hurt you. Yeah, and also I felt like, you know, when we're on the floor, I feel a bit more maybe clumsy because I'm always afraid to put you on your knee. But like, do you want me to be extra careful with it, or you would rather that I let go a little bit and try to really connect with you, and then you will remind me in case I'm hurting you?
No, I will remind you,
Okay.
I think, because, either way, I will be present in my body in a way that I will be aware of my knee all the time. So,
All right,
I will remind
cool.
you.
So, yeah, I mean, we've discussed together before the tie that we're going to do, so this we don't have to discuss it in camera. It's good if we leave some surprise. And this was just like really purely technical, kind of, what do we want to do? This works well. And maybe the last thing that I would like to discuss, because I feel like right now I feel pretty confident we can go into this session and be on the same wavelength. The last thing is that I'm not somebody who does a lot of floor play. I go a lot into suspensions because I'm used to teaching ropes mostly. I don't tie often, just for fun. And I feel like floor-based tying is interesting if it's quite sensual. So not necessarily in a like flirty, romantic way, but I feel like it's nice if we really feel each other, if there's a really strong like physical connection and interaction. And so I don't do this quite often. So I wanted to ask you like how much of physical contact you feel good about, because I know that when I tie somebody on the floor, I find it quite boring to just like, you know, slap a harness onto you and then move on to the suspension immediately. So I will probably, you know, progressively move closer and closer to you and try to feel, you know, how much control I have over your body, how you react to me. I'm going to probably give you some invitations to, you know, give me some weight or let me move you, or invitations to actually, you know, go back into your own bubble. But while I do this, I might really kind of, you know, like I like to really go around you and maybe, you know, grab you with my legs and maybe pull your hair or, you know, touch your neck. So does it sound yummy and exciting to you, or do you feel like, no, maybe stay a little bit more?
No, to me it sounds good. Yeah. And I think there you will feel, if I don't want it right now, then you will feel resistance probably, and I will move away from you. Usually it's my reaction to that. And then, you will see.
Then I will kind of adjust to this.
Or you can ask.
Yeah, I think this is quite interesting because we're discussing about having a kind of like a really intimate experience together, but we don't have any sexual or romantic dynamic between us. We're just friends and we just like each other. So I feel like this is always a really interesting thing to discuss and to experience. And I personally really like it because even without any, you know, sexual attraction or romantic feelings, I feel like now what we're about to experience is still really intimate. Like I'm really looking forward to it. I really like you as a person. I like your character. I really like interacting with you. And I feel like what we're going to do is kind of like at the intersection of so many different dynamics. I'm really looking forward to it. So,
Me too.
but I want to make sure that you feel comfortable.
I do.
And I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it, but you know, even if we're tying between friends, I think there's some sort of fascination that comes, you know, with the person I'm tying. I don't know if you feel the same for who will tie you, but I will, you know, jump into this moment with you and I will become truly fascinated by you and your body. And I want you to feel this, but I want to make sure, you know, that you understand in advance that I might become very close to you.
But I think that's for me the same things with floor-based stuff, because you don't have this technical stuff going where you can just be on this level or stay on this level. So yeah, I understand that. And I feel that.
Amazing. Yay. So I guess we can just move on to it. I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about.
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I'm
So
good, I think.
one last recap to make sure we're on the same vibe. We're both pretty tired, a little bit nervous because this is a weird setup. We definitely want to start by something quite relaxed, sensual, just moving around on the floor, like getting to know each other's body. And then if that feels good, maybe we can move on to something a little bit more challenging. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much, Mia. I'm excited for it. Thank you.